I have been in the healthcare IT space for the past 13 years on the training side. So we use a lot of online meetings and for training events. We use them for long, during COVID and even now classes, up to 4 to 8 hours. We also use them for, any kind of lunch and learns and things like that, where, we might have up to 150 people showing up at a time. So really like them to be interactive and keep people engaged. I've used Teams and Zoom and things like that. Also, too, I think, they're great opportunities to be able to have people be able to get videos on demand, right? So that would be really helpful, is to do a pre-recorded and then, okay, here's the link. Here's where you can go and join to get that information. I feel like it's going to be for what I would consider like a power user of it, not someone who occasionally I don't know, our financial advisor, he like that is not going to be your ideal person, right? One who's going to using it for presentations. Like I can think of I'm taking some like AI classes, right? So that would be really helpful because you can have one of the ones I'm taking, they do it on Zoom and it's not really interactive at all. Like people can write questions in and then they answer them on live, but I'm like, this is so boring. Like you should be dropping, like when people join, like drop in an emoji of what your weather or what your mood is or things like that. Like drop in a poll when you're talking about something, like, oh, hey, what was your favorite, whatever, like that. So I think it's if people were to use it right, I really like the interactive features of it with the polls. And then, also too, for being able to do metrics, right? Especially if it's someone who is trying to, you get all of that teaser, like join us for an hour seminar on which I love to learn. Like I'm a course junkie. It's hilarious. Like how many of those I've bought that I know I'm not going to implement, like some of the things, but like I really just love learning about all of this new stuff. But like that to me would be really helpful because you are building your email list as people are signing up on your link for the seminar. The fact that you could have it act like it was a live recording when really it wasn't, right? That was pretty cool, right? Because there have been places or things that I've done that, it's like, hey, we're going to start today at 6:00. And I log in at 5:55 or at 6:05. And it's like, oh yeah, we're just getting started. I'm like, no. Like you've got some kind of trick in the book, right? So that like in your metrics, like for like who signs up or doesn't join, like I signed up for something this week and then didn't join, but like they knew I didn't join, right? So that will be super helpful. And then, kind of for follow-up emails and things like that, especially if it's a bigger client that, has that integrations with those CRMs to be able to import the list. So I think they're going to need to be like places than just your like regular small mom and pop. Somebody getting started might be a lot, and the price point I can't remember what it was now, but the price point seemed like it was not too high if you're going to be using all of those tools. But if you don't need the tools, you're going to go with Zoom for what, $10 a month or whatever the cheapest plan for that is, right? The price possibly, and like honestly, for that price, you really shouldn't have to pay extra for the premium of the integration, right? Like just to me, that's nickel and diming because you're going to be going after those bigger places that more than likely already have those CRMs built in. It would be very arduous to like manually put everybody in for the businesses that you're gonna be using, right? To send out those invites if you're doing a scale mass invite. So perception might be that I'm already paying so much for this. Why do I need to pay for the premium? There's so many robust features. So they did have good chatbot to ask questions and kind of, I call it like inline help text. So it was good that like when I was doing a certain thing, that specific, like, do you want to watch a video about how to do that specific thing came up. But I don't know. And maybe I just didn't find it. But maybe like for people who would like to have a quick 5 or 10-minute demo of the whole entire thing from start to finish. Like that to me as an end user would be really helpful because sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? And I could have missed it, everything it can do, and somebody like the bells and whistles of like just kind of everything. And the test webinars were okay, but I feel like those could probably like be beefed up. And that you had to wait to see them, like that didn't make any sense. Like it's like the next one is starting at whatever. I don't want to wait. Like I want to, right? Like, I'm like want it now, instant gratification, because otherwise I'm gonna be like whatever. I'll come back or I won't come back to it. So I don't know if there's a way to be able to have those test webinars in real time. Find the people that are selling the things, right? No, I mean like serious, like find the people that are like running the join our free AI seminar about XYZ. We'll teach you how to be an AI coach or consultant or whatever that needs all of that. Maybe some like maybe some higher ed that are doing more online classes and things like that. Right? Because if they have a lot of the online classes like are asynchronous, you just log on and you take them whenever. But if there are also some that have live scheduled classes at certain times, I think that they would really like all of the Q&A components and the ability to record and then host elsewhere and like know who got on and when they dropped off, right? Like Meaghan didn't stay for her whole entire class, right? So that kind of might be a side thing, but I would say like your number one market is going to be the people who are trying to sell their classes and sell their things.